Oh my goodness. So I taught 2 side seats today. Let's talk about it. As a fitness instructor, we all have something that we do, whether it's a bad habit that we've adopted or over the years, something silly we do, a phrase we say, and then we're like, oh my gosh, that doesn't make sense. Back to you, Dave. A crispy. Anyway, so I'm rocking, I'm rolling. I had what I was gonna do for C. I had it planned out, but then I was like, okay, I have new people. Like, no, that's not gonna work, yada, yada, whatever. No, I was gonna teach. What was I gonna teach? Semi push-up, yeah, with the ball. No, I was gonna do a semi push-up, no ball, into flying pretzel with the tube, profile on the bar. Then I got thinking about the new person that I had in the noon and just how the flow and everything. Flying pretzel isn't gonna work today. I'm not gonna do that. And then from there, it just went bad because, need gas again. From there, I was gonna do semi push-up. Then I, at the last second, said grab the ball. So then I turned what I was gonna do semi push-up into a fold over, turnout, but not a full semi fold over, more like a countertop. Then I went right down to the ground. 1, 2, here's 9 and 10. Go ahead and lose the ball. Looked forward. I hesitated for a second. How did I do this? I said, place the arch of your left foot on one loop of the tube, step your other leg, put your other leg through the other loop of the tube up around the thigh. And then I went to lay down to set up to demo the right side seat, but then realized that there wasn't any tension. I was like, just kidding. Hold on. One more time. Place the tube up around your left thigh. Other loop of the tube around the arch of your right foot. Then lay down on your left side. Box out that right hand, yada, 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 yada. So then I continued on with life. I'm giving you the backstory because that's what I'm trying to say is that so many fleeting things go through our heads while we're teaching, right? And doing all the things that like, give me 1 second to forget what I'm doing. And the even funnier part is I had my teacher, Jasmine, that was in class, right? I love being able to rely on them or like shout out, be like, hey, what am I supposed to do next? You know, like if I forget something or whatever. She never told me. So then after class, I'm like, you know, everyone's like, woo, that was a tough one. I was like, see you later. Bye guys. See you tomorrow. And Jasmine goes, do you know you taught 2 turnout seats? And I was like, what? I said, oh my God, are you freaking serious? Why didn't you tell me? She's like, you're the boss. I don't know that you weren't doing that on purpose. I said, dude, I do a lot of things, but I would not do that on purpose. Moreover, the other funny thing is, this is what I was going to say too, is that do you guys as teachers, as Pure Barre instructors, let me open that, have like a bad habit or something like this that you do since you've been teaching to this day that you're like, why the frick did I do that? This is mine. I've been teaching since 2014. And this has always been one of those hiccups that happens to my brain. Generally, when I do it and when it happens, I can recover. I'll notice that I did it. Like my brain would never make the mistake of doing 2 parallels, if that makes sense. It's weird. This is just one of those things that sometimes happens to me. But again, if I catch it, I recover. Dude, if I would have caught that, even if I would have caught that, hold on, let me, no, and as I'm talking it out loud, even if I would have caught that, like let's say I taught the first side like that, right? 2 turnouts. Oh my gosh, you guys, it just occurred to me that I did your other side, you got 2 turnouts. Well, that's all right. This side, I'm gonna make it right. Now, as an instructor and as we learn, it's better to be consistent in that, if I screw up on one side, let's just screw up on the other side so at least it's even. But as you teach for a long time, you read the room and you figure out, should I recover on this or should I keep going? It's not the end of the world to teach 2 turnouts and it's not the end of the world to teach 2 parallels. But is it that much harder for the client? And for that reason, I feel like a schmuck? Yes. So for those that were in my class today, you got 2 turnouts and I'm so freaking sorry, but I still love you so much. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow with bells on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Woo!